Welcome to Brown's Rod and Custom, your home for street rods, muscle cars, and Volkswagen content. This is my dad, Big Ron. He's our body man and fabricator. This is my beautiful wife, Megan, our editor-in-chief and supporter. And this is me, Adam, the designer and mechanic for our projects. If you find our videos helpful, like and subscribe for more content.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Brown's Rod and Custom. Wanted to ask you guys if you could do me a favor. If you're watching these videos and checking out the channel and you like what you see, if you guys could hit the subscribe button for me, we would really appreciate that. We are working our way to trying to get monetized so that we can build bigger and better cars and more builds and so on and so forth and keep doing this. And that would help us a lot if you guys could do that for us. So that's really all I got for you. Really appreciate all of you. Stay tuned. We've got lots of cool builds coming. Lots of things starting to happen on a lot of different cars. So it won't just be the Thing. It's going to be the Thing, the 40 Ford, the Apache. There's going to be a lot of things happening. So just stay tuned, and I will try my best to get you as many videos as I can, including Don's 1957 Chevy two-door post that we're working on. There's a lot going on over there too. So stay tuned, guys. Thanks for everything. We really appreciate you. Have a great night. Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. Welcome back to Brown's Rod and Custom. Big Ron went to the doctor's, and I'm in here working on the Thing. I pulled the 40 out and rolled the Thing to the middle. I'll show you that here. So I got the Thing here in the middle of the shop. We got it on these rollers. If you guys don't have a set of these, you should. These things are amazing. I can roll this car around by myself with one hand. So what I'm going to be doing here, bring you in here. So I need to heat shrink this wire. I need to tape these up here and heat shrink these, and that one down there by the master cylinder. Get everything taped up and nicely tucked away up here and looking good. So that's what I'm about to be doing. I did yesterday get the engine tuned. I'd say I'm 90% there. So I think here, once I get all these wires cleaned up, which will make it way easier to drive too, because every time I get in I catch my foot on them. I'm gonna take this, put it on all four paws, and take it for a ride around the neighborhood, see how she runs, see how everything is looking, and kind of go from there. Our list of things for this is much smaller. We are down to getting in alignment, not wet sanding, but buffing out the car one more time, polishing it up, and air shocks in the rear, which I still have to buy. I'm hesitant to buy things right now because we're trying to save money for vacation. We're going to Rome and Paris, Rome, Italy, and Paris, France, and there's 6 of us, so I'm just trying to not be stupid. But anyway, what we got going on here is we're almost there. So I just adjusted this door. The hinge came loose a little bit, and it, was just getting hard to open and shut. So I got that squared away. Yeah, we're close, guys. Really, rear shocks, tidy up this wiring here. I got to hook up the horn. I might do that this morning too. Horn's hooked up under the bumper, but up here I got to hook it up at the horn button and make that work, and vacuum it out, do some little paint touch-ups here and there, and on the inside, and just basically put the cocoa mats in and the duct boards, and we're pretty close. Clean this thing up, black the tires, so on and so forth. I'd say I do love these wheels on this car. God, I love them. All I need to do is get this right here. See, I can't even barely get my finger in there. I need to get that up just ever so slightly, or take away some of the rebound in the shock, compression and rebound in the shock. If I can, with the air shocks, I should be able to do that and make it to where it doesn't squat down and hit. I love how it looks. I just need it not to squat down when I get in the car and hit that tire. So that's the only other thing. I got little stuff. I got to get a couple bolts for here. 3 here, 3 on the other side where the original latch was to hold the hard top on. You know, some little stuff. But otherwise, we're looking pretty good, guys. So anyway, I'm going to leave you with that. I'm going to get to this, and I'll bring you back once we get all this tucked away and show you what I got and what I did, and maybe we'll go for a ride together. Alright guys, thanks for watching Brown's Rod and Custom. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Okay guys, so lots of good things have happened. I had to go to O'Reilly's to buy some more shrink wrap. I had a lot, but just it was way too big or way too small, and I just, under the dash here where you can see it, I didn't want it to look terrible, so I went and bought another thing of shrink wrap. Got all the wires tucked away up here. I think it looks pretty good. Let me show you that. We're tucked away here about as best as we possibly can be. I still have to put the fuse cover on, the clear cover, and I'm waiting on the fuse box clip, but we're there. That's literally seconds worth of work. So this, I'm going to say, is 99% done. Now, while I was at O'Reilly's, I went ahead and ordered, they'll be in today at 1, the Monroe air shocks for the rear of this thing. So I think what I'm going to do now is push this forward a little bit and jack up the rear, pull the shocks off, the empty lowered shocks off, and get ready for my my new air shocks. So all I got to do is just slam them in here, and we should be cooking with hot grease here pretty quick, guys. We're it's got to be I don't even know what time it is. It's got to be close. It's 10:12, so a couple hours. So we'll get that done and see what else we can find on this thing to do. And oh, I gotta do the horn. I might do that before I do the shocks, and just get that out of the way. And then yeah. So I'll bring it back when we get the new shocks. I'll show them to you. We'll do an unboxing and show you guys while we take the old ones off, put the new ones in, and hook everything up, and hopefully fix this. Right, we just need to go that way just a smidge. I mean, we're talking a smidge, and it just needs to not hit this tire. That's all it's got to do. So I think we're going to be able to accomplish that with what we got coming, and yeah, I'll let you know how they ride. We'll do a review on them and everything, because I mean, they're expensive. They were like $175 for 2 shocks with all the stuff to hook them up, since they're air shocks. But if they work, it was worth every penny. And these shocks are going on the Super Beetle convertible frame that's over in the side yard. So that's, we didn't lose anything there, so that's exciting. Anyway guys, I'll be back in a little bit. Good evening everybody, welcome back to Brown's Rod and Custom. Got your evening update here. A lot got done on the thing today, on the 73 Volkswagen thing. We got the air shocks, we got them installed. But you know, the story of our life, we're fighting the weather. So we got them on, but just as we got them on, we had a really bad storm come through here with like 50-mile-an-hour winds and heavy rain and lightning and all the things, and we didn't want the 40 outside in that, so we quickly pushed the the thing off to the side here so we could get the 40 back in the garage, and you know, here we are. So progress was made. Let me show you what we got, and then we'll kind of go over that a little bit. So first thing we did, I've got the wiring all hooked up under the dash. That's all done, so which is fantastic. I've got the horn hooked up, the horn button hooked up, but I have no horn, which I think I know what the problem is. I think I just have a wire on somewhere, but not the end of the world. What else did we do? So we got that, the wiring, we got that. I did pick up the screw that we need. It goes right here on the headlight ring. I got that.
And I also picked up the locking nuts that I want to use for these to lock these down, the parking lamps down. So that happened. We have, really we're down to almost nothing left on this car other than buffing it out. So this car has not rolled at all. It has not settled. It has not done any of those things. So this is not the ride height that it's going to be. But you get the idea. I don't think you can see the shocks through there, but air shocks are on. We got the lines ran. Everything's run over to the driver's side. Tomorrow, my plan here is to come out here in the morning, lock down the parking lamps, get the horn working, and get this car on the ground off of the rollers and to a point where I can drive it. So my goal tomorrow is to drive this car to the gas station and fill it up with gas for the first time without a gas can. So that's my goal for tomorrow. So we'll see how that goes. And I want to see how the car rides with the rear shocks. Do we have noises? Do we have anything weird? You know, how does it fit, and is it going to rub on the fender still? Do I need to put more air in? So on and so forth. So got to dial that in, because the one thing I do not want to lose is the stance of this car. This car sits right. And I want to keep it that way. So right now I'm high in the ass, but I want to roll it around and see if I can't get that to settle. And I think it'll probably drop an inch and kind of go from there. So that's where we're at here. 40 Ford tomorrow. What are we doing tomorrow? We are going to jack it up and take the transmission pan off. Make sure that we don't have any metal in the fluid or in the pan, in the filter, or anything like that from the torque converter. Just want to double, triple, quadruple check that we don't have a bad transmission. And then the plan is our buddy Don with the 57 has a torque converter he's given us. So we're going to go get that. It's got I think it's a stall speed for a mild cam, nothing crazy. So that should be perfect for this. So then we'll start going down the path of possibly starting to put that in, swapping out torque converters here. You know, and then as you go, we'll have to pull the plugs. I might have to buy another set of plugs again. It runs so bad right now, we can barely get it out of the garage. Yeah. So for a car that ran perfect before, I mean, I say perfect, it had a little stumble on acceleration just when you first put it in gear, and it had a clunk in the manual. But we hadn't, other than that, we didn't have transmission issues, and beyond it kind of binding up a little bit, but it drove good. You could pull it in and out of the garage, driving around the neighborhood, no issues. To where we're at now is kind of an interesting change. So we went from motor runs fantastic, other than a slight little hiccup with a carburetor adjustment, probably a jet change or a squirter on the accelerator pump, to I can barely get the car to idle, and I can barely get the car to move under its own power. Like Ron trying to pull it back in this afternoon, was just chirping the tires. It just wants to lunge and chirp the tires, right? So it's just something screwed up somewhere. We got to figure it out. I think it's the torque converter. I know I have dialed this thing. You guys saw it. I mean, it seemed right. So I don't know. It ran perfect until you put it in gear. So that was kind of the issue there. So tomorrow we're going to start going down that road with the 40, and I'm also going to put the dollies, the wheel dollies that we have under the thing. I'm going to put them on the Apache,
and I'm going to spin the Apache around so it's nose first to the garage so that I can work on the Apache even if it's monsooning, right? So it allows me to actually get something done, because we're at the point now where about 3 o'clock every day, the carrots are cooked. I mean, I can't sit out there in a heavy lightning storm and monsoon rain. I think we got 4 inches of rain yesterday in a couple hours. You know, you're done. You know, water was coming up almost to the into the garage. So you know, and around here you get those tropical rains where it's high winds, it's blowing sideways, it feels like you're in a damn tropical storm. But so that's really kind of hindering us at the moment. But good news, we are down to bolting the battery in, test driving this, putting a couple nuts on, making the horn work, and putting the cocoa mats and duck boards in, and buffing the car out. That's where we're at. So I mean, that's pretty freaking close compared to where we've been. So yeah, so anyway guys, that's what I got for you. That's what we got done. I wish it would have been more, but again, you know, it's not worth killing a car you spent 6 years on, right? So just trying to keep them safe. So bear with us, we're trying to get things done. I would have filmed the shocks, but I bought them this morning from O'Reilly's, and they're the Monroe air shocks. They were like $175. You know, I think we paid like $168 or something. Ron gets like whatever, some percentage off for being military and ex-military. And but they came in at 1 o'clock. I wasn't here. Ron picked them up and started putting them on, so I wasn't here to film it. So otherwise I would have filmed that whole process. It was interesting. Not as easy as you'd think. It's much easier to do on the chassis without the body on it, and the engine in it and everything else. So shouldn't have been hard, but it was kind of hard. The shocks were kind of, you had to twist them a little bit to get the bolt to line up, and it really didn't want to do that, and it took 2 people, and it was just a challenge. So anyway, I will get you some better footage here over the next few days of all the things we're going to be doing to these, and we'll go from there. But yeah guys, we're almost there on the thing. That's very, very exciting, and really appreciate y'all watching this build and helping us get, you know, over 1,000 subscribers. I think we're at 1,040 now, and all the watch hours, and just helping you guys out, and you guys helping us out. I mean, it's been great. Really, really enjoyed this process. We've already had, you know, same thing kind of happening with the 40. You've seen me make several videos and shorts and this, that, and the other, trying to help people out. And you know, I am damn near desperate to start working on the Apache, to really start working on the Apache. And so 15 days, and I think we're right about 15 days, something like that. And as soon as I get back from vacation, hopefully we're painting this, and within a week of me getting back and assembling it and getting it ready to go to the interior shop, and then right onto the Apache. So, which is really, really where I want to be. And when I get back, for those of you that are interested, this 1973 Volkswagen thing, which is basically new, will be for sale. I'm going to post it up for sale. I have not yet decided on a price. I'm in a ballpark of where I want to be, and I know what I need to get out of it. But you know, it's a really nice, really, really, really nice 73 Volkswagen thing, and it does all the things it needs to do. And that's, you know, and I haven't hidden any of the pitfalls and mistakes that we've made and all the things. You guys have watched this live and in living color since day one here, November 16th. And I think from watching the comments and everything, I think it's helped a lot of you guys that have things, at least some of you guys, to know what not to do and know how to do some things that might be unconventional, and you know, making your own panels, and you know, how to fix your frame and how to do all the things, and body work and this, that, and the other, and how to paint your car in your garage, and inflatable paint booth and all the things. So hopefully this has been fun for you guys, and I'm gonna try to wrap this up over the next couple days and get this one done so that I can get this one running right before I leave, and while doing that, tearing the Apache apart and getting some of those parts down to bare metal and primed and all the things. So gonna be a busy 2 weeks, but bear with us. So anyway, I'm gonna stop talking. Hope you guys have a great night, and I will see you in the morning bright and early, and we will do it again. Thanks for watching Brown's Riding Custom. Please like and subscribe to the channel.